All right, thank you, Monica. It is Valentine's week here on Hello Wisconsin, and today we're talking dating. One of the latest trends of dating, it's all about your credit score. That three-digit number is becoming more and more valuable. Here to talk about it is financial professional Mike Kojonen with PreserveYourDollars.com. Mike, thank you for being our first guest on this week of love here on Hello Wisconsin.
Glad to be here, Tyler.
So I want to talk about this survey that said people want to know someone's credit score on one of their first dates.
Yeah, 4 out of 10 people said they would like to know somebody else's credit score before the willingness to date them. And that number is even higher among women. They even have credit dating websites out there where they match people up with similar credit scores because it's an important factor these days. I'm glad it's not how it was when we were dating.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I mean, the connections there. So do people really ask about a credit score then, kind of like on their first date before everything gets serious?
Well, I don't think it's a first date or second date question, but before things get serious, I think it's a good thing to ask because that's going to determine, the future. Can you buy a house, or what interest rate on the house? And some of the biggest problems out there is money issues causing divorce today. So it's a good question to ask before things get really serious.
Something to be prepared for. So do you believe that maybe credit score opposites can have a successful relationship?
They can. They can be challenged, I'll say that, because people with low scores, that's 600 credit score below, they're 3 times more likely that that relationship's not going to work out compared to somebody with an average credit score. So the key is, if you want to have a stable relationship, the one you're in or the future one, let's work on getting that credit up.
All I can think about is like speed dating movies. You're like, okay, what's your name? What's your occupation? What's your credit score?
Right. Yeah.
So what are some ways that we can raise our credit score?
Well, the first thing is you need to know your score. Do you know your score?
I do know my score,
Okay,
yes.
great. 30% of the people don't know their credit score, which is crazy.
Wow.
You're entitled to a free report every year, so go to my website, PreserveYourDollars.com, and get your free report.
Okay.
And then you want to look that report over because the recent survey I just read about says 80% of credit reports have errors on them. So you want to look through your credit report and make sure there's some more minor errors, like they might have your social wrong or your address wrong, but sometimes they're doubling up your debts and they think you have more debt than you actually have. So definitely dispute any errors with the 3 credit bureaus if there is any.
Okay, and I also know that maybe like if you have credit cards too, they can play a big role.
Absolutely. You want to watch your ratios. To maintain the best credit score, they want to see what's that debt to that available credit limit you have. So if you want to get the best optimal score, keep that debt under 10%, which is really hard to do. Which goes to the next one, use them lightly.
Sure.
Because even if you're maxing out those cards and paying them off every month, that could hurt your score. December was a crazy month for me using my card. We had 6 birthdays to pay for. We had Christmas in there. My score dropped 40 points just in that 1 month.
Wow.
I paid the debt off the very next month, but it still dropped it because my credit to available limit, my debt to available limit was too high. So I called the credit card companies. I said, raise my limit, and they did, so that should help in the future.
Perfect. See, Mike, now you've given everybody that easy transition. So you're dating that person, you think, hey, they're ready for the next level. Pay for dinner with your credit card, lead that into the credit score conversation.
Absolutely.
And then you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So, all right. I never thought I'd be talking to you about dating and credit scores, Mike, but here we are. Thank you so much for coming.
Glad to be here, Tyler.
When we come